you believe in stories of triumph in sports? Well, the Detroit Lions are writing a new chapter as they prepare for the highly anticipated rematch against the San Francisco 49ers in Week 17. Let's dive into the team's latest decisions and explore how they might change the game, literally. With Carlton Davis out due to a jaw fracture, the Lions had to move some pieces on their defensive chessboard. The latest move? Maurice Norris, an undrafted cornerback from Fresno State, has been promoted to the main roster. This young player, who stood out during training camp, now has a chance to prove his worth in the most crucial moments of the season. It's a risky bet, but one that could pay off big. After all, isn't it in challenges that we find greatest heroes? Defensive backs coach Dessa Townsend reinforced the team's mantra: the next game is always the most important. This mindset, focused on the present, is crucial when every win brings the playoffs closer. But the moves don't stop there. Kwon Alexander, an experienced linebacker recently released, is back on the practice squad. His stint with the Broncos provided valuable lessons, and Lions charismatic head coach Dan Campbell believes Kwon will be a key player in the season's final stretch. According to Campbell, Kwon's dedication is reminiscent of veterans like Teddy Bridgewater, serving as an inspiration for the younger players on the team. These decisions reflect Campbell's long-term vision, not just building a competitive roster, but shaping a culture of hard work and unity within the locker room. And you know what? This has caught the attention of players across the league. Even George Kittle, the 49ers tight end, praised the impact of Campbell's gritty style, emphasizing how his experience as a former player makes the Lions' environment unique. Now, I ask you Lions fans, what do you think of these changes? Do you believe Maurice Norris's promotion and Kwon Alexander's return can give the team the energy they need to shine in the playoffs? And what about Campbell? Do you think he's the right leader to take our franchise to the top? Don't forget to subscribe to Lions News Fan Report, turn on notifications, and leave a like. Let's build this passionate fan community together. As always, go Lions. Looking ahead, it's impossible to ignore the weight of the rematch against the 49ers. This isn't just another game. It's a chance for redemption, an opportunity to show that the Lions are no longer the underdogs. Every decision now, like bringing Maurice Norris onto the field or keeping Kwon Alexander ready for any scenario, is part of the bigger puzzle Campbell is assembling. And speaking of Campbell, let's give some credit to what he's been doing. He's not just any coach. He understands what it takes to win, both physically and mentally. The culture he's creating in Detroit goes beyond what we see in the games. It's about fostering a winning mindset where every player feels part of something greater. This is evident in how players talk about him, play for him, and how every decision he makes seems like a crucial piece of building a promising future. But what truly makes us believe in this team is the hunger. Can you feel it? With every snap, every play, there's a clear desire to prove that the Lions aren't just competing, they're building something lasting. Now let's talk about you Lions fans. What makes this journey even more special is our shared passion. You've been there when the team faced tough times. You cheered even when the results didn't come. Now, we're on the brink of something incredible. But this isn't just about the team. It's about the community we're creating together. So my final question for you is, how can we as fans continue to support this team? Whether it's joining discussions, sharing ideas, or simply showing up on game days, every little action counts. Once again, I invite you, subscribe to Lions News Fan Report and bring your energy to this incredible journey. Turn on notifications to make sure you don't miss any updates, and of course, share this video with other fans who, like you, believe in the Lions' bright future. This is our moment, and together we can be part of something special. As a Lions fan, I can't hide my excitement and, at the same time, a bit of apprehension about these recent changes. Promoting Maurice Norris to the main roster is a bold but inspiring move. Seeing a young player who fought to stand out finally get his chance at such a crucial moment in the season reminds me why I love this sport. Sure, it's a gamble, but gambles like this are what separate teams playing to survive from those playing to win. As for Kwon Alexander's return, it's a decision that carries an extra dose of strategy and emotion. He may not have played many games since arriving, but his presence in the locker room and the experience he brings are undeniable. Players like him can make the difference in games that require nerves of steel and leadership. I see Kwon as a quiet veteran, someone who might not make the headlines often, but commands deep respect from his teammates. And about Dan Campbell, what more can I say that hasn't already been said? He's exactly the kind of leader the Lions needed. He doesn't just know the game, he understands the players, and more importantly, he knows how to motivate them to give their all. His impact is tangible, both on and off the field. But here's my honest take. While I love the culture he's building, I still want to see it translate into consistent victories. After all, as fans, that's what we hope for and deserve. So, my verdict? These changes are bold, risky, and exciting. They reflect the spirit of what it means to be a Detroit Lion. Never back down, always fight, and believe that the best is yet to come. But like any passionate fan, I'm also nervous. Nervous because I know what's at stake. Nervous because I know how thin the margins can be in a sport like football. What I want most now is to hear from you, fellow Lions fans. How are you feeling about these decisions? Share your opinions because, in the end, we're all part of this team. Go Lions! And as we discuss these moves, we can't ignore the potential impact they might have on the rest of the season. Every choice made now isn't just about winning the next game. It's about laying the foundation for a team that can consistently compete at a high level. That's the point that excites me most as a fan. We're seeing a conscious effort to turn the Lions into a respected franchise that inspires pride in all of us. On the other hand, I also understand that these bets come with risks. Maurice Norris is a promising but inexperienced choice. Will he be able to handle the pressure of such an important game against a team like the 49ers? And Kwon Alexander, even with his experience, will he be able to make enough of an impact with limited playing time? These are legitimate questions that we, as fans, are asking, and debating them is part of the passion for the sport. But here's what gives me hope, the mindset that Dan Campbell has brought to this team. He's transformed the Lions into a team that believes in itself, fights for every yard, and plays with heart. This culture is unlike anything we've seen in Detroit for a long time. It's no surprise that players like George Kittle, who aren't even part of our team, are highlighting the respect Campbell has earned. And that brings me to a crucial point, the importance of us as fans standing by the team at this moment. Now is the time to show our support, to believe that these decisions, even the riskiest ones, are part of a bigger plan. Because, in the end, that's what it means to be a Lions fan, to believe even when the odds are against us. So, to you who are reading or watching, what's your take on these changes? Do you think Maurice Norris will stand out? And what about Kwon Alexander? Can he be the veteran we need to lead in critical moments? I want to hear your thoughts. Let's build this discussion together and continue showing why Lions fans are the best in the NFL. And before I wrap up, just a reminder. If you enjoyed this analysis and want more content about our team, subscribe to Lions News Fan Report, turn on notifications, and leave a like. This community is made by and for passionate fans, and your participation is what makes it all possible. As always, go Lions!